Okay, then turnaround time. This equation is enough. Turnaround time equals to completion time minus arrival time. Waiting time. This equation is enough. Waiting time equals to turnaround time minus burst time. Then finally, we took response time. Response time means the time difference between arrival time and execution starting time. Okay, then CPU time. Then CPU time. Write down there. Time quantum reserved by operating system. Time quantum reserved by the OS, that is called CPU time. Okay, a time quantum is reserved, allocated to the CPU, that is called CPU time. Right, now we are going to do a question as exam question. So you have to concentrate, you have to, that means keep your concentration here, pay your attention fully to whiteboard, then I'll explain the question, then you can understand what are these timings and how to complete a table using these timings, right? Okay, it's very important part, students, right? Right, I'm going to use, I told that there are different scheduling algorithms. We have discussed first come first serve algorithm and shortest job first algorithm, round robin scheduling algorithm, and priority based scheduling algorithm. Here now I am going to use round robin scheduling algorithm. We have to take one scheduling algorithm. I am taking round robin scheduling algorithm. Okay, so several processes are there. Process, arrival time, burst time, completion time, arrival time, burst time, completion time, turnaround time, waiting time, finally response time. Okay, I'm using short headers here. Process, arrival time AT, burst time BT, completion time I'll take it as CT, turnaround time TAT, turnaround time, and waiting time WT, and response time RT. Right, these kind of questions given in your O-level exam paper. So you have to be very careful. You have to be pay your complete attention to here, then only you can understand what I am going to say. Right, I'm taking four processes here: P1, P2, P3, P4. So here arrival times are given like this. We'll take like this: P1 arrival time 3, P2 arrival time 0, P3 arrival time 2, P4 arrival time, yes, 4, or P4 arrival time I'll take it as 5. Right, okay, and burst times are given like this. Burst time here 7, here burst time 5. Okay, here burst time 2, here burst time, yes, I'll take like this. Here burst time 11, here burst time I'm taking as 4. These are the burst times. You know what is arrival time? What is burst time? What is arrival time, Duria? What do you mean by arrival time?
Time which a process arrives to the ready queue.
Yeah, when a process arrive to the ready queue, that time is called as arrival time, arrival time, right? Asma, what is burst time? What is burst time? Asma? Time required by a process for its execution. Okay, if a process, that means P1 process needs 7 milliseconds to complete its execution, that is called burst time. But P1 arrives 3rd millisecond. P2 arrives 0th millisecond. P2 needs 11 millisecond to complete its execution. Now hope it's clear. P4 arrival time 5. P4 needs 4 milliseconds to complete its execution. Is it clear? Is it clear? Arrival time and burst time?
Yes, sir.
Right, okay. We are going to find out all the other times using these two. By using these two, we have to find out all the other times, okay? So here CPU time also given. CPU time means the time quantum allocated by the operating system. Will take CPU time is 3 milliseconds. Okay, a process can do its execution or perform its execution only 3 milliseconds at a time. Okay, after that it stop its execution, save the state and send it back to the ready queue. Okay, so CPU time is 3 milliseconds. Right, here we have to draw two diagrams. One is called ready queue. One is called ready queue. Another one is called Gantt chart. Concentrate now. Pay your complete attention to here. We are going to draw the ready queue and the Gantt chart. Okay, I'll take the ready queue like this. So here processes are waiting. I'll draw the Gantt chart like this. Gantt chart means the processes are accessed by the CPU. We are taking in order, that is called Gantt chart. Okay, the processes are accessed or the allocated to the CPU. That order is taken to this Gantt chart. Right. Okay, now time is 0. Concentrate now. Time is 0. Is there any process in ready queue? Duria? Is there any process in ready queue? Time is 0.
No, sir.
No? See the table. Time is 0. Is there any process in ready queue? Yeah, there is. Here,
Sir,
arrival time is 0, no?
yeah.
Yeah, then P2 is there. Clear? P2 is there.
Sir, if it is 0.
Yeah, 0 means 0th time it is arrived to the CPU. That means ready queue.
Okay, sir.
Right? Okay. Now P2
Okay.
is there. P2 is here. Is there any other process? Now time is 0. Consider time is 0. Okay, I'm taking time here. Time is 0. Is there any other process in ready queue? Is there any other process? You have to answer. Asma and Duria, both of you have to answer. Is there any other process? Whenever time is 0, is there any other process in ready queue?
No, sir.
No, only one process is there. Then that
Yes.
particular process has to allocate to the CPU, isn't it? Because there's no any other processes. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. Then P1 comes to CPU. That means P1 allocated to the CPU and do its execution. How long it can do its execution? Duria, Asma, How long it can do its execution? P1 can do its execution. How long? Actually, P1 needs, sorry, here P2, P2 came to the ready queue. P2 needs 11 milliseconds. But can sorry, here P2, sorry. Can P2 exist 11 milliseconds at once? Can't. Then how long it can execute? It can stay in CPU. 11 milliseconds can't, no? Because the CPU time is 3 milliseconds. Clear?
Sir,
Yeah. Is it
sir,
confused?
can you explain it? Yes,
Right,
sir.
right. This is somewhat difficult, but if you understand, it is very easy. Pay your complete attention to here. If not, you can't understand. Clear? Are you ready?
Okay, sir.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Right. Then I'll comes again. I'll comes again. Okay. Right. These details, this data is given in the exam. Okay. Process,
Okay, sir.
arrival time, and burst time is given in the exam, and CPU time is given in the exam. We have to find out completion time, turnaround time, waiting time, and response time. I'm going to explain the method. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. It is very important to pay your attention completely to here. If not, you can't. That means it is difficult to explain, right? Okay. Now time is 0. Time is 0. Then we consider the ready queue. What is there any processes in ready queue whenever time is 0? You have to answer. Is there any processes whenever time is 0?
No, sir.
Consider here. Arrival time is 0 in P2, isn't it?
I have to check that.
And then,
That we have to check arrival time, no? So ready queue means arrival time. Whenever process, I already explained that arrival time. Whenever a process from new state to ready state, whenever process come from new state to ready state, that is called arrival time. So the now time is 0. So arrival time, that means time is 0, then a process is there. That means arrival time is 0, P2. Is it clear or not?
sir, can't
Yeah.
we take P1, P3?
P1 arrival time is 3, no, still time is 0. So we can't take P3, P1, still time is 0.
Okay, sir.
So this particular
Okay.
process, P1 comes whenever time is 3. Clear?
Yes, sir.
The arrival time of P1 is 3. Whenever time is 3, P1 comes to here. Arrival time P2 is 0. Then whenever time is 0, P2 is here. Arrival time of P3 is 2. Whenever time comes to time becomes 2, then only P3 can comes to ready queue. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now time is 0 again time is 0. Then P2 is here. Is there any other process whenever time is 0 in ready queue?
Yes, sir.
What is that? Is there any other processes? Or only P2 whenever time is 0? Students, only P2 is there, no? Whenever time is 0. Whenever time is 0, only P2 is there. There is no any other processes in ready queue. Clear?
Yes.
Right. Then P2 comes to, that means only P2 is in ready queue. So P2 by short-term scheduler, it allows P2 to access the CPU. Then P2 comes here. Now P2 is accessing CPU. How long P2 can access the CPU? P2 needs 11 milliseconds. Can P2 access? That means at a time CPU can so P2 can access CPU 11 milliseconds? Can't. Then only 3 milliseconds CPU can access. That means P2 can access CPU only 3 milliseconds, isn't it?
Yes.
Right. Then now the time is 3 milliseconds. Okay, now the time is 3. Okay. Whenever time is 3, in between 0 and 3, some processes are coming to here. What are those processes? Whenever this happens, concentrate. Whenever this happens, P2 is running on the CPU. Some processes are coming to ready queue. What are those processes?
P3.
Yeah, P3. Yeah, because arrival time is 2. Just a minute.
Mm.
Just a minute, students.
Mm.
Okay, students, this is not that much difficult concept. Easy, but you have to concentrate. Okay, now P2 is running. At the beginning, P2 only there. So P2 is running 0 to 3. Whenever P2 is running, P3 is coming to ready queue, isn't it? Because P3 arrival time is 2, no? P3 coming to here. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Then P1 also arrival time 3. Here P2 complete its execution 3. So P1 comes first here because P1 enter, after that only P2 goes to ready queue again. Okay. So P2, now this one clear. P3, whenever P2 is running, P3 is coming, it is also clear. Then whenever P2 completes its execution, only 3 milliseconds, after 3 milliseconds, P2 has to go to the ready queue again. Why? Why P2 is going to the ready queue again? Why P2 goes to the ready queue again? Because it's not
Because
complete its execution. Clear? P2 needs 11 milliseconds, no? P2 needs 11 milliseconds. Only it completes 3 milliseconds. That's why it goes to ready queue again. Clear?
Ready. Yes. Sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
Clear.
Okay. Now P2 went here. Now the time is 3. Remember the time. Time is 3. Right. Now this one already came here and send it back to the ready queue. Time is 3. Okay. No other processes. Whenever time is 5, P1, P4 comes to here. Still time is not 5. Then P3 comes to here. The processes in ready queue comes to here. Next process, P3. This P3 comes to here. Is it clear? Is it clear?
No,
P2,
sir. That P3.
sorry,
Sir, can you
P2,
explain it again?
yeah, P2 completes its execution 3, that means 3 milliseconds. Complete means it executes until 3 milliseconds and P2 send back to the ready queue. Then what is the next
Okay.
process in ready queue?
P3.
P3, no? Then P3 comes to
Yes,
here.
sir.
P3 access the
Okay, sir.
CPU. Clear?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Clear.
Right. Keep your attention completely here. Okay, it is very important. Right. Then now P3 is accessing. P3 needs how many milliseconds?
2.
Only 2 milliseconds. P3 need to complete its execution. P3 needs only 2 milliseconds, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Then within 2 milliseconds, that means whenever 5, P3 completes its execution, isn't it? Here time is 3. When time is 3, P3 comes to here. So P3 needs only 2 milliseconds. So within 2 milliseconds, P3 complete its execution and go to terminated, isn't it? Students?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right, okay. Now P3 is not here because P3, here P3 complete because P3 only need 2 milliseconds. That's why P3 again not comes to ready queue because CPU
So
can
if it is
allocate.
3,
Sorry?
excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
If it is 3 milliseconds, then it comes 6 here.
No, if it is 3 millisecond, the CPU can allocate to this
5.
3 millisecond. Then it becomes 6. If it is 3 millisecond, if P3 needs
that's-
3 millisecond, this becomes 6. Clear?
Yeah, if 1 millisecond, then what?
Yeah, if 1 millisecond, this becomes 4. Clear?
So how, sir? It's confusing.
Right. Again, I am coming through.
Yeah, 3 plus 1, 4.
Yeah. It is easy, but you have to concentrate. You are not concentrating. That's the issue. Right. Students, again, I'll come through. If you do not understand, you can't do these kind of questions. That's why I'm explaining it again and again. Right. Are you ready? Are you ready to pay your complete attention to here?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Right. Durya, let me know whenever what is the time P1 comes here? Ready Q.
3.
3. What is the time P2 comes to ready Q?
0.
0. What is the time P3 comes to ready Q?
2.
What is the time P4 comes to ready Q?
5.
5. Right, Asma, how long P1 needs to complete its execution?
3 milliseconds.
3? Is it 3? How long P1 needs to complete its execution?
7 milliseconds.
7 milliseconds. Clear?
Yeah,
Right. How long P2 needs to complete its execution?
11.
11. How long P3 needs?
2 milliseconds.
How long P4 needs to complete its execution?
4 milliseconds.
Now, is it clear? Arrival time and burst time, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now,
Yeah.
pay your attention. Okay. Now, pay your attention. Don't complete. Your complete attention should be here. Right. Now, time is 0. Okay. Now, time is 0. Right. Durya, whenever time is 0, is there any process in ready queue? Whenever time
Yes.
is 0, is there any process in ready queue?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
P2.
P2. Why? Arrival time is 0, isn't it?
0. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Then P2 is here. So, whenever time is 0, is there any other processes in ready
Yes,
queue?
sir.
Is there any
Yes.
other processes in ready queue? Durya,
Yes, sir.
what is that?
Mm.
There is no any other processes. No, only P2 is there, no? Because arrival time 0, only P2. Other processes arrival time is greater than that. Isn't it? Don't be
Yes.
confused. Don't be confused. Whenever time is 0, okay? Whenever time is 0, P2 only here in ready queue. Still other processes didn't come to ready queue. Clear?
Yeah, yes. No.
Right? Then only P2 is here. So P2 is allocated to the CPU because there's no any other process, no? So P2 is allocated to the CPU. Now P2 is running on the CPU. Clear?
Yeah.
Then how long P2 can execute? P2 can that means complete its execution. How long? P2 actually
11
P2
minutes.
needs 11 milliseconds, but P2
Yeah.
can't exist 11 milliseconds within the CPU because CPU time is there.
Yeah.
Then 3 milliseconds only P2 can access the CPU, isn't it? P2 can access only 3 milliseconds, isn't it?
Yes.
Right. Then when the time becomes 3, now time equals to 3, okay? Whenever this P2 is executing, some other processes come to here. What are those? Because time is
P3.
3, then P3. Yeah,
P3.
P3, because whenever time is 2, P3 comes to here. Clear?
Yeah. Yes.
Whenever time is 3, P1 comes to here.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now P2 came, P3 came, P1 came, but still P4 not came because time is not 5. Now the time is 3. Okay, then P2
Yes.
P2 execute only 3 milliseconds, so P2 needs another 8 milliseconds to complete its execution. So can P2 go to terminated?
Can't.
Can't. Then P2 has to go to the ready queue again.
Ready queue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then P2 comes to here. Now is it clear?
Yes. Sir.
Right, okay. Then whenever P2 goes to the ready queue, next process, that means what is the next process
Sir,
in
then
ready queue?
P4.
Still
P3.
time is 3,
Excuse me,
no?
sir.
Still time is 3, then P4 still didn't come to the ready queue. Still time is 3. Clear? The
No,
time
no.
is 3 still. So P4 comes whenever time is 5. Here arrival time is 5, no?
Okay.
Clear? Is it okay? Right. Okay, then concentrate. Right. Then P3, here ready queue, P3 is there, P1 is there, P2 is there. So P3 comes to CPU. Next. Still time is 3, okay? P3 comes to ready queue and P3 actually needs 2 milliseconds. But a process can execute 3 milliseconds.
3 millis.
Yeah. So 2 millisecond is enough to complete this P3's execution. So within 2 milliseconds, then that means whenever time becomes 5, P3 complete its execution and goes to terminated because no, only P3 needs 2 milliseconds. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
Right. Then P3 not coming to ready queue again because P3 goes to terminated. That means here 0, P3 now, okay, complete its execution. And then after that, the time is 5. Is there any process arrive whenever time is 5?
Yes.
What is that?
P4.
Yeah, P4 arrives. Now P4 arrives to ready queue because time is 5 now. Still time is 5. Now
Yeah.
P1 is coming to CPU. P1 is allocated to the CPU because next in this queue, P1 is next. P1 allocated to the CPU. Clear?
Yes. Sir.
Right. Then P1 needs 7 millisecond. Can P1 access 7 millisecond? Can P1 access the
Can't.
CPU 7 millisecond? Can't. Then
Can't.
only 3 millisecond P1 access. Clear?
Yeah.
Then 3 millisecond means 5 plus 3,
8.
8. Then what has happened to P1? It goes to terminated or it goes to ready queue?
Ready queue state.
Yeah, it goes to ready queue because it is not completed its execution. Clear?
Yeah. Yes.
Right. Then P1 comes to here again. Okay. Then here it has completed its execution 3 milliseconds. So it needs another 4 milliseconds. Next, who comes here? Who is allocated to the CPU? Now the time is 8. Who is allocated to the CPU? Yes, Asma, Duriya.
P4.
P4. See here. Next, who is allocated to the CPU?
P2. Sorry, sir.
P2. The ready queue next P2 is there, no? So P2
Yes.
is allocated to the CPU. So P2 comes here. Clear?
Yes. Sir.
Right. P2 needs 8 milliseconds. Earlier it needs 11 milliseconds. Already 3 milliseconds it is executed. Now P2 needs 8 milliseconds.
8.
Can P2 exist 8 milliseconds within the CPU? Is it possible?
Can't. Can't.
Can't.
Sir.
Only 3 milliseconds P2 can take, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
Then time, what is the time here? 3 millisecond means
11.
11. Clear? Then what has
Yeah.
happened to P2? Go to terminated or go to ready queue?
Go to terminated.
Is it? Only 6 milliseconds P2 takes. Here 3 milliseconds, here 3 milliseconds. But completely P2 need, yeah, 11 milliseconds.
11 minutes.
Then,
To the ready queue state.
yeah, it goes to ready queue again. P2 goes to ready queue again. Clear?
Yes.
What is the time now? What is the time now?
14.
No, what is the time now?
11.
Now time is 11, no?
Yes, sir.
Right, okay. What is the process next to be allocated?
P4.
Yeah, P4, right? This P4 allocated to the CPU. Okay, P4 comes here, right? P4 needs 4 milliseconds. Can P4 access CPU 4 milliseconds?
Can't.
Can't. Then how many milliseconds can access?
3.
3. Then what is the time now? 11 plus 3, 14.
14.
And then what has happened to P4? Is it going to terminated or ready queue?
Ready queue.
Yeah, because P4 need another 1 millisecond. Okay, then
One.
P4 comes to ready queue. Okay, now hope you got the idea, right? We'll go through this, right? Concentrate. Then P4, what is the next process?
P1.
Yeah,
No,
P1.
sir.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have to be confident in your answer, P1, because next process in ready queue is P1. Then P1 comes here, right? Then P1 here. P1 needs another 4
The
milliseconds.
P1 is almost finished. Right?
P1 is not almost finished. P3 almost
Okay.
finished. P1
Mm.
still P1
One
has to execute. Yeah, P1 needs
second.
another 4 milliseconds. Clear? P1 needs another 4 milliseconds. Okay. So here only 3 milliseconds can execute. That means 14 plus 3. What is the time now?
17.
17. Then what has happened to P1? Goes to terminated or goes to ready queue?
Goes to terminated.
No.
No.
P1 needs
No.
4 milliseconds. Only 3 milliseconds executed. Then another 1 millisecond P1
Yes.
need, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Then P1 goes to here, ready queue. Clear? Right. Next, what is the next process?
P2.
P2, yeah, good. P2 comes here. Then if it goes to P2, P2 need another, here 3 milliseconds, here 3 milliseconds. I didn't mark here. Then 8, 3 means 5. Yeah, P2 needs another 5 milliseconds. P2 needs another 5 milliseconds, but here only 3 milliseconds can allocated to the P2, so it becomes 20. Then what has happened to P2?
It goes to the ready queue.
Yeah, it goes to ready queue because it needs another 2 milliseconds. Okay, then P2 goes to the ready queue again, right? Then what is the next process? Comes to allocate to the CPU.
P4.
P4, right? Then P4 comes here. Okay, then P4. If it goes to P4, P4 needs how many milliseconds? P4 need now
1.
only 1 millisecond. Then 21. Only 1 millisecond P4 need. 21. What has happened to P4? What has happened to
Goes to the
P4?
terminated state.
Yeah, it is going to terminated. Clear? Now two
Yes.
processes
Yes.
went to terminated. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. Next, what is the next process? Allocated to the
P1.
CPU. P1, yeah.
P1.
P1 is allocated to the CPU, right? Then if it goes to P1, how many seconds P1 need? How many milliseconds?
1.
Only 1 millisecond. That means 22.
22.
Whenever it becomes 22, it goes to terminated, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Right. Then what is the process next to be allocated?
P2.
P2, right? Then P2 comes to here. right? From here, right? P2 comes to here. Then P2 needs how many milliseconds?
2.
2 milliseconds. This one already completed, okay? Terminated. So 2 millisecond means 22 plus 2, 24.
24.
Now all the processes are went to terminated state. Clear? This is
Yes, sir.
called ready queue and this is called Gantt chart. Is it clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Right. It is not difficult,
Yes.
but you have to pay your
How will
concentration.